What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be going over 3 of my favorite free SEO Chrome extensions. So when you are using Google and you are in the search engine results page, you can get access to things like estimated monthly search volume, average bids for Google Ads campaigns, keyword difficulty for any of the keywords that you enter. We can look at the entire SERP report here. If we keep scrolling down, we can get information about each of the individual pages that are in the search engine results, access to long tail keyword ideas. So let's get started on going over some of these free Chrome extensions. Now, recently they removed Keywords Everywhere and SEO Minion. They are still Chrome extensions, but they removed the completely free versions of them. So now I think they have, if you want to use the previous version, it's $1 per month. I have no issue with them charging for the service, but now we've had to go and find some new Chrome extensions. So if you want to pay for those two, no problem. I talked about Keywords Everywhere so much in my keyword research course, but we'll have to find some new tools this year. So let's close out of these tools, and let's start with one of my favorite tools, and that's Keyword Surfer. So Keyword Surfer has essentially replaced Keywords Everywhere for me. I don't think it's as good of a tool, but if we just come here in the Chrome Web Store, a few of the things: find new keyword opportunities, save keywords to collections. This is one that I really like. And then uncover data from top pages. So if we come back over to our search engine results page, I searched camping here. When you're using Keyword Surfer, any search term that you enter in Google, you click on enter, they are going to give you the estimated monthly search volume for this keyword. They are going to give you the cost per click for Google Ads campaigns for this keyword. Now we keep scrolling down here. The other thing that's really cool is any pages that are listed in the search engine results. So let's come down a little bit. Let's go to maybe a smaller website. None of these are really too small, but right here, and I'm based in South Carolina, so that's why I'm getting a lot of South Carolina results. But right here, thedirt.com. So what this is showing right here, the estimated monthly traffic for this domain in the United States of America is 2.5 million. So all these pages are getting a ton of traffic. They all seem to rank really well for camping keywords. So that's what this means right here. Over here is the word count for this individual page, and right here is the number of exact keywords on this page. So all of this is provided by Keywords Everywhere, and it can be really useful. So this has a over 3,000 word count. Camping on public lands, 1,500. It can be really useful if you are targeting specific keywords and you want to see the word count for certain pages. You want to see how popular some of the pages are, and then how often they're actually using the exact keyword that we entered here on their page. So those could all be very useful. Camping Essentials checklist on REI is over 1,500 words. So that's something where you say, okay, well, maybe I can make a camping checklist, add some additional details, give people more information, and write a 3,000 or 4,000 word article, and maybe we can rank a little bit higher than REI. Kind of difficult when it comes down to backlinks and everything else like that, but just staying on Keyword Surfer. Over on the right-hand side, the other really cool thing you can do is you can look at all of these different long-tail keywords. They give us 77 long-tail keywords related to camping. We can look at 20 per page, so we can go to all these other pages. Over here, we can look at the average search volume for all these keywords, and then they also have overlap, percentage of search results shared with camping. So I don't use the overlap too much, but volume is helpful, and the long tail keywords can be helpful as well. It's going to be really helpful when you're working on a specific page and you just search, for example, camping tents. You can find all sorts of long tail keywords related to camping tents. And then what we can do is they actually have a collection option up here. So you can take keywords. We could say, okay, let's take a few of these random keywords. I'm not actually take all these keywords, and what we can do is when you select this, it adds them directly to your collection. And now what we can do is download the CSV file, and we can get all sorts of keyword data directly from Keyword Surfer. So those are the main ways to use Keyword Surfer. When you have it, they have Surfer AI down here at the bottom. I have never used Surfer AI, but the free Chrome extension gives you access to all of that information. Really awesome, and kind of a tool I always keep installed, and it's replaced Keywords Everywhere for me. So number 1 is Keyword Surfer. Number 2 is going to be SEO Quake. So I scroll down a little bit, but SEO Quake here, I will link to all of these extensions in my video description, but coming back over here, some of the things that it will show you. So key SEO metrics, backlinks, traffic, ads, keyword difficulty, on-page SEO audit, SERP overlay, SEO toolbar, Google Search Console integration. If we come over, it will show you all sorts of information about search engine results pages. It will show you some information about how many backlinks a specific page has, estimated traffic, and then some information about display advertising as well. And then you can also run a complete SEO audit of a web page, including a check for mobile compatibility. So SEO Quake has a ton of features that we can use. So let's come back over to our search engine results page for camping, and we're going to go over some of the different things that SEO Quake is showing us on this page. First off, any keyword that we enter will show keyword difficulty. If we keep scrolling down here, on the left-hand side, you're going to see these different options. One of the things you can do is sort the page, select a parameter, and you can say, okay, I want to see, looking at SEMrush backlinks, I want to see ascending the SERP report for all the pages on here. And what it's going to show you is all the pages on here, and it's going to rank them by SEMrush backlinks. So it starts with the smallest all the way up to the top page with the most backlinks. So recreation.gov, most backlinks here, and this nativecampervans.com, it's showing 0 backlinks from SEMrush. So one thing that you can do is look at the total backlinks on an individual search engine results page. Coming back over to our SERP here, the other thing you can do is parameters. You can select the parameters you want to see. So I actually prefer to see Google index rather than Bing index. So what that means down here is not only will those be the parameters when you look at the SERP report or you use the export CSV option, but if we scroll down here and we're looking at some of these different things here, this is the authority score from SEMrush. SEO Quake works with SEMrush, so you'll have the option, it will say it right here, to log into your SEMrush account. And then if you click on the icon up here in the top right corner, it will ask you if you want to log into your just completely free SEMrush profile, and it will give you access to all of this data here. So what we can do is we can look at authority score, estimated visits for this domain every month, pages per visit for this domain every month, average visit duration, bounce rate. Over here is going to be backlinks. They're going to have total index pages in Bing, SEMrush rank, and then you can look at who is data and the source of the page. Now coming up to the top here, if we're looking at parameters, I prefer to see Google index over Bing index. I want to see how many index pages that each individual website has on Google. You can look at SEMrush search engine traffic, their search engine traffic price. So basically they put a price on the organic traffic. You can look at information about Yandex, Baidu. I don't really do that too often. Google index, you could also look at Pinterest pin count for that specific page. So let's do that. Scroll down here. We probably have to refresh this page if we want to see. No, they're already showing us the Google index pages. So this is showing that the dirt.com has 306,000 index pages in Google. And then this looks like Fly Pegasus Airlines has 8,400 pages indexed in Google. So you can get a lot more information using SEO Quake from the SERPs. The other thing that you can do with SEO Quake is if we go to an individual page, let's just say we go to campingworld.com. What we can do at the very top is there's going to be our SEO Quake bar at the top here. You can remove this at any time, but it shows us index pages in Google for this domain. It shows us SEMrush backlinks, subdomain backlinks, Bing index, who is, source, the SEMrush rank for this website, total amount of Pinterest pins that are linked to this individual page, and then over here, summary report, diagnosis, density, external links, internal links, and then that's it right now. If I click on diagnosis for this page, they will give us a page SEO audit. So they will look at the URL, the canonical tag, title, meta description, headings, images, text to HTML ratio, frames, flash, microformats, schema.org, the open graph, Twitter card, accelerated mobile pages, meta viewport, robots. So there's all of this information here, and you can look at each individual page on your website. They also have a page info here, so they'll show you total number of words, all the words that are used, total 2-word phrases, total 3-word phrases, total 4-word phrases. Coming up to the top here, internal links and external links, and then you can also look at keyword density. The other option is you can compare multiple URLs and domains, so you can enter a URL here, enter a bunch of URLs, and it will compare them against each other. So that's another option that you have with SEO Quake. You get all that information just by going directly to a website and by going to diagnosis. Now, if we click on summary report, that's just going to open up the page info option. So not really any different than if we look at diagnosis and click at page info here. But this is all really helpful, especially if you're having a page that is not ranking well. You may have some type of technical issue you don't even realize. You may also just realize that your page, maybe you wrote 1,000 words on your page and all your competitors have written 3,000 words. They have more internal links than you. They have more backlinks than you. So you're probably not going to outrank them. So that is SEO Quake and a lot of the different things that you can do with it. So you can get that available through the Chrome Web Store. It is a free Chrome extension. Last but not least, let's do WooRank. So SEO analysis and website review by WooRank. similar to SEO Quake in terms of looking at a specific website and a specific page. But if we come again over, we're just going to stay on campingworld.com. And right up here at the top, you're going to see our WooRank plugin. This is Keyword Surfer. This is SEO Quake. So Keyword Surfer doesn't really have anything, but if we come over here to our WooRank, what they will give us is basically a score for your page. It's a dynamic grade on a 100-point scale, represents your internet marketing effectiveness. The cool thing is, and I'm just going to scroll down this, I'm not going to go through each individual thing here. Look how much they give you for one individual page. So all of this information about your page. So basically your traffic, engagement, whether or not you're using Google Analytics, you can actually link your Google Analytics file, whether or not you have social media set up, total Facebook views, social profiles that you've discovered. Certain things will require a paid plan or you can sign up with a free trial, but they give you a ton of information without it. So engagement for this specific page coming up. Monthly visits here, so you can actually see the trend line, traffic rank for this website, the traffic estimation for this website, total backlinks, backlinks quality, how many referring domains, and then we'll come up to the top here and just go through a few things. So they'll look at the on-page results first, your title tag, your meta description, what your Google preview looks like, the headings that you used, and the text within the headings. Content analysis is basically just some of the different pieces of text that you've used more than once. The alt attributes for your images, so making sure you're not missing any alt attributes. In-page linking, so internal links, external links, keep coming down here. The language, whether or not you have the language tag, any web feeds that you have, so any URL or technical issues are here. So this looks at all of your tags, broken links, mobile friendliness, mobile rendering. So WooRank, another one that is a great tool to use. So just to kind of go through all three of these one more time. Keyword Surfer, great for finding long tail keywords, great for looking at overall search volume, and actually seeing some additional data about websites and Google Ads cost per click. SEO Quake, great for getting a SERP report and actually analyzing the search engine results page, maybe seeing why you may not be ranking above some of your competitors if you don't have nearly as many backlinks, if your website just doesn't have the authority that one of your competitors does, and you're covering the same exact topics. Last but not least, WooRank looks at basically every single aspect of your page, and ultimately what you're trying to do is fix any of the errors there, and you want to get the highest score possible because it's only going to help with your ranking. So if you have any questions about any of these SEO Chrome extensions, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.